Hi friends, this is Chris with Josephine's Design. I am so excited to be back with you guys this morning. It is Monday morning, the day after Father's Day. I hope you guys had a great Father's Day and honored the fathers in your lives. And there's so many of us without our dads right now, but we just honor the fathers in our lives. So, yeah, and I think it always makes for a good day. So, all right, friends, I am back to get my Hobonichi planned for this week. I'm a little behind. I know I keep trying to get it done on Thursday, but life is just not letting me do that. Summers are always extremely busy for us, so I just do the best I can when it comes to summer. So hang with me. I should have gotten this out before. I'm sorry, guys. I usually do that. Oh, okay. Oh, goodness. I actually let myself sleep in a little today, and as many of you who follow this channel know, I've had a terrible time sleeping. So I woke up, and I got my husband up and got him started, and then he kind of has the habit now, thank God, of making himself a tea and me a coffee because I got us a little Keurig. And anyways, so he brought me back some coffee and I went right back to sleep. So I haven't even had but maybe 2 sips of my coffee. But he is so cute. We went this weekend and our local HEB has this brand called, I think it's Cody. It's kind of like the Yeti. Yeah, Cody, like Yeti. And he had bought me a large drink cup years ago. And literally, I've used it. It's literally in the fridge right now with some, drink I had made in it. And so he was like, hey, these are all on sale, honey. So he got our youngest, myself, and him of this size, a huge, like 32 ounce, I think it's 32 ounce thermos that comes where the lid comes off and then you insert this type of lid. It's you unscrew the bottom and pull the lid off and put it on. And then he got like drink, like what he got me before. I said, "We'll get one for you and for our youngest, and then we'll all have one." And he was like, "But don't you want?" And I was like, "No, I don't. I'm good. I've got plenty." And so, anyways, and of course, when he was there, I had commented because he had me on Duo, and I was like, "There's no girl colors." Of course, it's before Father's Day. Of course not. This is Saturday. And then with the gal who was working that area, she was so sweet at HEB, and she's like, and I think she was from, she was Asian. She was so cute and sweet. She goes, there are no girl colors, because he commented. He said, "Well, my wife has had pink," and and I was on with him, and I was laughing because she was so sweet. And when she said that, I thought, I miss China. I miss, there's so many things that, make me miss when we went to China. And, we had talked about living in China and all that kind of good stuff. So, anyways, but it was just priceless when she said it. I told my husband, I said, "Oh my goodness, I will hear her say that the rest of my life." She was so sweet and so earnest because she was trying so hard to help him and show him every little, thing. And like on the thermoses, we didn't even know there was like the bottom hidden compartment that completely unscrews and it fits this. And I told him, I said, "Oh my gosh, that's ingenious." I mean, we do that in our purses. Why wouldn't we do it in our thermos? So, anyways, it was just so cute. But we are getting ready to go out, my friends. After it'll be almost 16. Well, it will be 16 months by the time we go out. And though my husband has gone into, he goes into a store every now and then. My youngest and I have been nowhere. And my youngest has really been nowhere. At least she's been to the dentist, I think, once. And then we go this week. We go to the dentist. And then all of us, because I haven't been to the dentist in a couple of years. And because by the time we sheltered in, it was time for me to go to the dentist. And anyways, so we are just looking forward to it. We're planning a few things, and we are planning trips, and couldn't be happier with that, and couldn't be any more excited to be out and about. Hold on, I'm going to come back with that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. So, anyways, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. And, oh, these are separate. I really like it when these are in one long strip, but that's just me. That doesn't mean everybody likes it. So, and I always try to scoot these over to get the maximum amount of, space to write, because then I take one of these and then I put it here, and you guys have seen me do this before. And then I put one of these, and then it makes my checklist for the day. So, and then nobody's the wiser, except for you guys. You guys know. Shh, don't tell anybody. So, but we are planning a long trip. We are planning, we have been invited in to go visit, and I am planning a family get-together for all our kids, and we've got to talk to one of the families, but we are really, we can't go too far because of the gardens and the animals and stuff. So, but once it cools down, we are planning a week-long trip. Yeah, and I'm really excited about that. My husband wants to go to the mountains, and I want to go to the Southwest, so we're going to kind of combine that, and we are, yeah. And so I was talking to my daughter-in-law saying, hey, this is, remember when we were supposed to go to, and that was the promise for me on this trip, but my dad got sick, and he basically had his defibrillator go off, and so we had to rush home. And then we had a massive, massive storm. That was when Harvey hit. And then my dad unfortunately passed away a few weeks after that. And she was like, yeah. And I said, well, do you remember on that trip we were supposed to go to? And that was kind of like my kind of getaway, because it had been so hard with, Nana and Papa. And she was like, no. And I said, yeah. And I said, that's where I want to go. And she was like, really? And I said, yeah, I had to think long and hard. What was my bucket list? And I wanted to go back and finish the trips that we were trying to do. And I'd love to go to Florida. And I don't know if we can go to Florida right now, but that's another on the list of, places we love to go. And I don't know if I want to go as far south, as we did last time, but I'd really love to go to Orlando. I'd love to go see St. Petersburg. There's just some places in Florida I haven't seen yet. And, to drive it from Texas is, it's a hunker drive, but I'm not sure what we're going to do. And we talked about, should we rent a camper still? How do we feel about this? We don't have the vaccination that has as much coverage. We're 10% less, I think, by the time we officially get, to full value. So anyways, and again, whether you're pro or anti-vaccine, totally get it. You have to do what you feel led to do. There is a great interview, and I was talking to my daughter about this, that there's a great interview that, for those who are Christians, that Franklin Graham, and I know he's been rather controversial lately, but that Franklin Graham did with the former NIH, National Institute of Health leader. And he's a Christian. The gentleman's a Christian. So if you're a Christian, you're going to love this. And he talked about the vaccination. And I thought his statements were pretty valid. So, but again, they're not telling you have to do anything. This is a personal choice. That's why we live in America. We get the freedom to choose. So, anyways, I just wanted to pass that information along. I'm not going to link it below. I don't want anybody to feel like they have to watch or not watch, or, agree or disagree or any of that. But, anyway, so my daughter and I were talking, and she's like, I can't believe that, and I said, yeah, I know. And she goes, well, he's made. I said, I know. But I said, it popped up in my feed while my husband was at Home Depot this weekend. And I was sitting in the car waiting before we went to the grocery store. And, anyways, I watched it, and she said, well, what'd you think? And I said, I thought, because he's not just a doctor, he's a scientist. So I think his discussion on it is a reasonable one. But again, he also recognizes people get the right to choose. We live in America. And so there's value in that. And she was like, okay. And I said, yeah, because she has an opinion like everybody does. And she said, well, do you agree with him? And I said, I thought his presentation was good on both sides. And I think it was a lot to think through. And I did glean some things for us personally. So anyways, it was good. It was good. And that was a blessing. So anyways, I feel like at this point, it's definitely something worth looking into, something to consider, something to, whether you're, I can to consider. If you're a Christian, pray about it, and you have to do what's right for you. Period. End of discussion. I am not going to tell anybody to do or to not do. That is not my place. We made a choice that was very, very much our decision of what we needed, and I think that that's an okay thing. So anyways, but now back to the fun stuff. So I'm making my list of even like, I can't wait to go to Trader Joe's. I cannot wait to go to Trader Joe's. I know for everybody else, they're probably thinking, what? But our Trader Joe's, they were one of the first places to unmask, lift masking here in Texas, or at least in the Austin area. And I may go to San Antonio, I'm not sure. But I really enjoy Trader Joe's. It's small. It's so easy on my knees. It is, there's just creativity in how they present things. There's some things that are just absolutely like their staple go-tos that I go and get every single time. And then I love the things that they bring in periodically that I have no clue, and I really miss their tikka masala. I really miss it. Hold on one sec, guys. Excuse me. Oh, gosh. Coffee's so good in the morning. And if you're anti-coffee, I'm sorry. I'm not going to change, at least for now. And I have gone off and on coffee many times for the sake of health. So, a lot. All for the sake of health. So, okay, whoops, I did not get that straight, but I will straighten that out in a minute. I have many times, I cannot see the line, so I need to turn it sideways. I have many times gone on and off, and I remember one of my autoimmune specialists was like, girl, how you live without coffee? I was like, well, it's pretty hard on and he was just like, yeah. Especially if you have shingles, if you have a problem with shingles, wow, coffee can be your nightmare. For some, I don't know if that's true for everybody. It was for me. And so I had to be very aware that if I drank coffee, there might be a price to pay. So needless to say, I would let it go sometimes. All right. So I've used everything, but I have not used these banners. I may still, and then the high-low. I'm not the high-low person on this. I don't know that I appreciate it. I think it's charming and cute and all of that. I just don't keep my temperature thing. I know a lot of people do. I just don't. I don't know why. But, okay, so let me grab a pen. And I don't know where are my pens. Oh, I just took them out of here. Okay, so I can use this. All right, because I have a little container here next to me. It's supposed to hold my, reading glasses, but it doesn't. But I usually have, my erasable friction, but I must have them in planners. So, water and exercise. So, I walked a long way last night out into the pasture and came back in carrying this heavy chair loaded with stuff. And, because my husband had to go out there and work on a tractor. And I tell you what, I woke up all night with my knee hurting, but I wanted to be with him. It was Father's Day. I didn't want him to feel abandoned, and, so, but I'm trying to get in walking and things like that every day. Some form of exercise, some form of strength building, legs. And pretty soon when my husband goes back to work in the middle of July, we're joining the pool here in town, and my daughter-in-law offered we could go over there and swim too. It's like a 30-minute drive, so it kind of, and she said, all I have to do is give you my pool card and you can go swim over there anytime you want. And I was like, oh, thank you, honey. And anyways, and so so I can rebuild my legs. I need to rebuild the strength. And she goes, oh, that's great. And I said, oh yeah, I've rehabbed in pools before. I used to do that with students. So I know how this works. And she was like, oh, I said, yeah. So I used to spend my summers doing physical therapy in pools with special needs children. And when I was really young. And yeah. So, okay, so I'm just putting everything on one dilly bob here. Oh, that one these are a little bit off, but they're kind of cute that way. So this kit is almost done. That part's done. And I really like it. It's really pretty. I literally stole this out of I think April. I was out of my June. I didn't have enough Junes, and I think I still need, I can go into July. Perfect. And actually, yep, perfect, because my July 4th one will be perfect right there. Perfect. All right. So I really like this. This is a dekdesigns.com kit. You can see the link below with the discount code, with the freebie code. So there's 2 codes. Be sure you read how to enter them. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you are not subscribed, feel free to subscribe and like if you like this video. I would love to, we've got 2 giveaways coming in when we hit the 1400 mark. We also have another giveaway hidden in one of the videos below. I know. So you want to kind of watch those. And another thing I just found out, you need to watch the videos all the way through to the end or it hurts the channel. I didn't know that. Which I know we get a lot of partial watchers, a lot. So when you go to the end, I really appreciate it. And, pardon me. And most importantly, welcome to all of our new friends. I'm so excited to see our channel growing. Again, I am so excited to you guys are encouraging me, and I just want to say thank you. I feel like we have La Familia here, literally La Familia. So many of you reach out to me, and you cannot know how much that makes my day. It is such a blessing, being sheltered in as long as we have. Things have changed so much. The world has changed. And matter of fact, my husband and I were recently talking about this, and I told him, I said, the world has changed since we were last out, and that's okay. And he was just like, yeah, and I said, it's not going to go back to what we knew. It's a new time. It's a new era, and it's okay. And so, for those of you who are so good to check on us and make sure we were okay and all that good stuff, I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. We so appreciate each and every one of you. We are so grateful to God for each of you guys that was so kind to us. We were really shocked as to who checked in and who didn't. I mean, that's just what it was, and even some of our friendships changed forever. And we talked about that, that this was a real event that, this not only was it COVID, it was everything else. And kind of the proof was in the pudding somehow, But I am really thankful to so many of y'all who stayed with us and or stayed with me here on this channel and encouraged. And that's what this channel was all about. It was built on the thought of encouragement and encouraging each other. And this was the time. It really was. So I wish I could have done more crafts in this. We really, really were hurting for, time alone. My husband tended to always be in, and so I can't always make videos when he's in. Bless his heart, can't always do that. So anyways, but you guys were so patient with me, and I so appreciate it. Thank you, and welcome to all you new friends. Now, as we move on, I've been praying through a lot of different things for the channel, and I've shared some things, and we just aren't there yet. So I'm still just treading water till we get him back to work in July, around July 15th time frame. I'm at this point, like I said, treading water, trying to maintain, sharing lots of hauls, which I really haven't had that many. So it's been pretty amazing to share what I could share. And I mean, I do have a lot from DK, and that that helps because I work there, so it makes it kind of nice. And and if you are going to ask the question, these are almost all of these are from DEK. So, and yes, that matches really well. Well, sort of well. Hold on, but anyways, I'm at a point where I'm just going to quit fighting the battle and do what I can do and bloom where I'm planted and do all that kind of good stuff. And whoops, there went my light. Sorry, guys. That is a funny light. I guess it makes it to like the 20 mark. And then after that, it just doesn't want to be there. So after 20 minutes, the light doesn't work. But this is not my nicer light. This is a inexpensive light I received in my FabFitFun. And it works. It just works. So anyways, but I do just want to say thank you to everyone. And thank you so, so much for our new friends. And that is not going to work. It's too thick. And I'm so glad you're here. And once he goes back to work, we're going to go back into our Bible study, back into hymnology or hymn journaling, all that kind of good stuff. I just feel like right now he needs me, and he has let me know that he needs me. And so, and because of medical stuff, we're trying to help. So anyways, it's just that time right now, and that's okay. There were many times he dropped what he did and didn't go to work and stayed home or worked from home. Well, I recovered from major surgeries and that didn't go well and, that kind of good stuff. So I think that's just what marriage is. And when you're there for each other and you try to help, no matter what the circumstance. And I'm not going to say it's easy. It's not necessarily easy, but it's a part of what we do when we're married. So, what's funny? The more I add into this with my my stickers, the thicker it gets. I'm going to have to start taking some of these out so I can close it. So anyways, all right, friends, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this brightens your day and encourages you this day. Keep it simple. Do what works for you. You don't have to use the whole sticker kit. You don't even have to you can save half and use half and stretch it, okay? Do what works for you and just find joy in your journey. That's all that matters, right? Okay, friends, I pray your day is blessed, creative, and lovely. Thank you so, so much for being here today. I loved being with you, and I will be talking to y'all soon. All right, friends, y'all be safe. Take care. Love ya. Have a great day. Bye-bye.